Coming up on this episode of The New Fly Fisher, it's all about the North. Northern Ontario, that is. Join us on the search for giants, from Algoma country and Northeastern Ontario to Sunset and Superior country. This big fish adventure starts right now on The New Fly Fisher.
Ooh, that's a nice size fish. What?
Absolutely fantastic.
The New Fly Fisher is brought to you in partnership with Destination Ontario, Orvis Fly Fishing, Scientific Anglers, Trout Unlimited, WeatherTech Canada.
One of the things that I love about fishing in Ontario is the fact that it is absolutely huge. I mean, I can leave my house and literally drive across the province in 2 days. Case in point, there's so much water in Ontario and there's so many fish to be had. Let's take a look back at some of the more memorable fish that we've caught in Northern Ontario. Let's start in the west, in Sunset Country. Check this out.
Ontario's Sunset Country, with 70,000 lakes, rivers, and streams, there's no better place to go fishing. Our Sunset Country destination this week is Dog Lake Resort. Dog Lake is legendary for its smallmouth bass. The hundreds of shoals, reefs, and shallow bays are ideal habitat for smallmouth. Pound for pound, the smallmouth bass is the scrappiest fish of all. My guide for this week is longtime guest at Dog Lake Resort, Jim Schaffhauser. Jim has been a return guest to the lodge for the last 27 years. His knowledge of the lake will be paramount to a successful trip.
Well, I chase temperature no matter what I'm fishing. When I'm fishing walleyes, I chase temperature. I look for the warmest water. When I'm chasing smallmouth like we were this week, we're always looking for that temperature where there's feed, the leeches are coming up out of the mud, the warmer the water gets. The temperature, I think, is absolutely critical to everything that we're going to fish for.
Yep. Oh, that was a big fish.
There's some big ones here, I'm telling you. Well, that's beautiful looking water with that rock like that in the sunshine.
Well, there's a bit of a point there.
Well, we're only in 6 feet out here.
Yeah, and into about 2 to 3 feet over there, right? Got him. That I didn't even get a chance to pop it.
You didn't even pop it. That's a nice one, too.
Yeah.
Not bad.
Oh, yeah. Oh, big fish. That's nice.
You want me to net that fish?
Now we're in a shallow bay, and Jim tells me you got to find as close to 65 Fahrenheit as you can because we are early in the season. Out in the main lake, it's down under 60 degrees, and the fish are just not on. So you find these back bays that have warm water. Oh yeah, that's a nice fish. That's a really nice fish. Oh yeah.
There you go.
Excellent, excellent. Oh my. There you go. Nice typical dogleg smallmouth.
Yep.
Gave me a great fight on a popper. Find water in the 65 degree Fahrenheit area, which is about 18 degrees Celsius. So I'll let him go. Okay, and away it goes.
Good morning.
Morning, Mark.
How's it going?
Pretty good. And yourself?
First day on Eagle Lake. It doesn't get much better than that. Tell me what's up for today.
Well, we're gonna start out chasing some smallmouth in shallow water. We've got an inflow coming in behind us.
Okay.
Hopefully a little bit of warmer water in these colder temps and get you on some fish.
Awesome. Well, I got set up with a steel-eyed Clouser minnow here on a 0x leader. Let's see if we can put some smallies in the boat.
Awesome.
And it's a bass.
And it's bass.
Nice.
Cool. We'll curl around this island. We'll do that little boulder patch one more time.
Sure. Oh, that's a big fish.
Oh, yeah, sick.
So we came across the other side of the bay from where we got that first smallmouth, and right here we've got a fallen log. Oh, what a big fish. And it's right against a rock shelf. Oh, what a giant Eagle Lake smallmouth.
There we go.
All right. This is quite the way to start the day, John. I'm not gonna lie to you. This is a giant fish. How do you like? Look how fat she is.
Grouper.
Freshwater grouper. Look at the paddle on it. Look at the propeller.
Equipment for smallmouth was a 9-foot 6-weight rod all day long. Lines were match weight forward floating lines as well as intermediate lines to get a little deeper. We stayed with the same setup for northerns.
So what's the plan for the day?
We are gonna move over to this next shoal and we're gonna focus on finding walleyes instead of focusing on finding giant pike, which I think will end up going hand in hand.
Right.
John made this decision because we hadn't seen any of the big post-spawn fish where they should be for this time of year. Remember, the spring came early and the water was warmer than in years past, so he made the choice to look for walleye, the food source for big pike. So out into the main channel we went, looking for submerged structure in saddles and humps, and it wasn't long before the puzzle was complete.
A fish, and it's a good one.
Yeah, buddy. What I'm talking about.
So we moved off. Oh, that's got some weight to it, man. This is a 10-weight rod. Oh, it's a big pike.
Good, good.
That is a good fish.
Yeah, buddy.
Look at this 10-weight.
Keep them pinned.
I can't move them.
What a back. Nice thick one.
That is a giant northern.
That's great.
Are you kidding me? So we started out the day in these back bays, looking in shallow water. We came off, oh, come on, big girl. Come to me. Come on.
There's the yellow mustard on her too. She's got one of those tattoos, buddy. See it?
Oh my God.
That's what I'm talking about.
Look at the size of this thing. Let's just take our time.
The fly's out right now, so we got to be a little bit more careful.
Okay.
There's the mustard tattoo.
What a fish. Good call coming deeper, hey? Now that's a big fish, man.
Yeah, that's a heavy northern.
That's
a very heavy fish.
It's not long, but it's heavy.
Oh, yes.
What do you think,
Very,
38, 39?
I would give it every bit of 38 for sure.
Yeah, let's take a look at her.
All right, buddy. You want to get a hand on her first?
Yeah.
Just lift her out of the net.
All right.
Have you got a glove or anything?
No.
No? Okay. Holy.
Here we go.
Oh, Oh, yeah.
That is what you come to Eagle Lake for. Trophy northern pike.
What a great fish.
What a fish.
So we were talking earlier, you see this yellow spot? For some reason, these guys, these big pike, always get those big yellow spots on them.
That is a heavy monster.
Fantastic.
Great fish. All right, let's get her back and
Into the net again?
let her do her thing.
Northwestern Ontario's Sunset Country, frequently known as God's Country. With over 70,000 lakes and rivers, finding fishing adventures is never difficult. No matter whom you speak to, when talking about freshwater fishing in Canada, Ontario's Sunset Country is almost always mentioned. Nowhere else do the lakes offer such a variety of species and so many trophy fish opportunities. This week we travel to one such place, Branch's Seine River Lodge. Guiding us on this trip is Darcy Pastuk, an easygoing and fun-loving fellow. He's fished these waters his whole life and is an expert on what to use and how. This should be a very fun and educational experience.
So Darcy, where are the bass? Why are we here and what's the kind of structure we're fishing right now?
We're fishing a little bit deeper and the water is a little bit cooler than other spots we've been in. So we're gonna try fishing off rock shoals and a little bit deeper and see if they'll hit. Right there, yeah.
Fish on.
Good job.
Oh yeah, nice one.
That's a good size. That's a good size bass. Thanks, Darcy.
You're welcome.
And I did exactly what you told me. I just cast right up against the shore, right off that rock there. And do you want to just hold my rod so I can... There we go, beautiful bass. There we go.
Continuing our journey in Northern Ontario, we're going to move a little bit to the east to Superior Country. North of Lake Superior is an amazing place for giant pike, smallmouth bass, and of course, brook trout.
This week, the new fly fisher crew is in Ontario's beautiful North Country, just outside the town of Red Rock. This is located 100 kilometers east of Thunder Bay in northwestern Ontario at the mouth of the Nipigon River. The river is about 48 kilometers long and between 50 and 200 meters wide and flows from Lake Nipigon to Nipigon Bay on Lake Superior. Joining us on this episode is Gord Ellis, award-winning outdoor writer and fishing guide. Gord has fished these waters since 1986, so I'm looking forward to a great trip.
So Bill, the setup here is you have a reef that's coming off the shore. It's about 20-25 feet, some rocks on there. It looks shallow, it's about 4 or 5 feet. And then it drops off into we're in about 20 feet right now. So you just throw that fly out, generally straight out from you. Let it swing over that reef, drop down, let it swing back, give it maybe a little twitch every once in a while, and then strip it back in. A lot of the times those fish will hit as you're just starting to bring the strip. And they'll hit. Sometimes they'll hit right away, or I'll hang it back even sometimes, just let it wash back there a little bit and then strip it in.
Oh, fish on.
Attaboy. Feel good?
Yeah, big head shake.
Okay.
Big
Nice.
head shake.
Well, this is a classic spot here, hanging
Yeah.
at the back of that reef. Well,
That
you've been
was-
working that spot pretty good there, Bill.
Yeah, he hammered it bang once and then come back and hit it again. Yeah, he's going for a run now. This,
Oh, yeah.
this feels like a good fish.
Yeah,
Yes.
it's a nice fish.
Oh, wow.
Good start.
We've only been here, what, 10 minutes?
Something like that.
Control him a
There's
bit.
a lot of current here, like substantive current.
Yeah, now you can't see it back there, but now I'm seeing it as we're closer to the shoal.
Yeah. If you walk back, I'll just slip the net
Yep.
under here. He's just out of reach.
Yep, I'll bring him. There we go.
There we go. We got him.
All right.
Good job, buddy.
That's a decent fish.
Nothing wrong with that. All right.
Oh, beautiful.
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 Okay, buddy. There it
And
goes.
away you go. Just like you said, let it swing in the current.
Yeah.
And as soon as I touched it, he whacked it and then come back and hit it again. What they do is they'll hit the bait first to stun it and then come back and eat it. And that's what he did. He hit it first, stunned it, and he turned around and then he ate it. And it was great. Oh.
Perfect.
I got whacked. I bet you tasted it. Fish. Sweet. Paid off. How fantastic is that? Switch flies. Change your tactic, change your position to let it rest. And we got ourselves a brook trout. Nice, nice, nice. Whoa! Persistence is key. Come on, baby. And then switching to a really big, bold woolly bugger. You know what? Let's move this guy in a little bit. Let's move him into the shallower water. My gosh! Crazy, crazy fish. Oh, strong, man. Want to keep him out of those rocks. All right, I'm moving over to the shallower water so I can net him. No, 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 no. Fantastic stuff, people. You put in your hard work in less than ideal conditions and you get rewarded. It's buggy, it's wet, but the brook trout be chewing. Okay, so the fly has already popped out. We went from a natural looking woolly bugger, very organic colors, greens and browns, and switched it to something big, heavy, gaudy. That's what did it. Let's see if I can show you this beautiful brookie. Fantastic fish of the Albany River. Look how fat he is. There's been a hatch that's been going off, as we've talked about, and the dragonflies and the mayflies have been going crazy. So the fishing's been tough, but you know what? We had a hit. I'm not sure this is the same fish, but we had a hit. We let it rest. We changed flies. We reapproached, and we were succeeded and rewarded. All right, and the best part about catching these jewels of the north is letting them go. Now that is absolutely wonderful. So amazing.
So Gary, what are we looking for here?
We're looking for that cobble that's coming, off the beach into the water, and it normally comes out to, 3-4 feet of depth, and then after that it sort of drops off to sandier soil. But the fish they're in there right in that structure looking for the scalping and the minnows.
When are the fish moving in here in the spring? When do they move into the shallows?
Well, in here, it depends on how the season is. We're a little early this year, but usually Victoria Day weekend or the week before, they start moving in, and it's more dependent on the water temperature. As the water temperature starts coming up to 44 degrees Fahrenheit and higher, then they start moving in.
Got one. Fish on. Okay, he hammered it just as I was stripping in a bit, just off a big boulder. Beautiful fish. He hit hard too. I'm just gonna move out a bit. Okay, I'm using a soggy bog. Yeah. Okay. Whoa. That's okay. Woohoo! Yowza! Oh, beautiful, beautiful brook trout. Beautiful coaster. Okay, here you go, sweetie. Here you go. Let's see what fly I was using. I was using a sculpin imitation called the Soggy Bog, designed for coaster brook trout by a gal friend of mine, Sylvia D'Amelio. Beautiful.
Next on our journey across Northern Ontario, it's Trophy Alley, the heart, the vein, the blood of Algoma country.
Yes! Oh! Mikey, one with them, Mikey. Get your line. Oh, this is a big one. This is a big fish. Middle of it. Nice fish, right? Yeah, it's a good one. Take those all day long. Absolutely. They are just thick and nothing but muscle and power. Oh. That's a nice fat one. Oh my gosh, what an absolutely incredible day we've had today fishing out of snowshoe with Adam. It absolutely has been a pleasure. Not a giant, but man oh man, are they ever fun to catch on fly. What a great fish. Back up in there, Mike. So fun. All right, thanks, buddy. That's the one, man. Kill it. He's nosing down on you. You just picked it up. Got her.
Good stuff, man. Good stuff. Donkey. That's a donkey, Mark.
That is a big fish. So once you get them on the reel is what allows you to effectively fight these fish. And the drag is key. Oh my gosh, she's huge. What a big, smallmouth bass. This is a thrill of a lifetime, and this just made me the biggest bass I've ever caught. In this clear water,
We got that fly good. Let's just play her out.
Yes!
Yeah!
Yeah! What a fish. Oh, my goodness. I switched over to a clouser. Look, I'm shaking.
Is that really a bass?
Looks like a grouper.
It does look like a grouper. What an absolute thrill. So, when you're on the hunt for pre-spawn smallmouth bass, temperature is the key. And you may have to run and you may have to gun, but if you put your time in, you can catch giants just like this. Let's get it back in the water.
Adam had me thrown into the back, slowly stripping, and then dropping it off the ledge. We saw the fish roll up in behind it. We slowed down the presentation and smash. Big old smallie. It's exactly what we're keying in on right now. We're chasing water temps as much as we're chasing habitat for smallmouth to be. So first we find the temps, and then we find the fish.
Oh my gosh, it's a giant.
That's a tank.
That's an Algoma giant, buddy.
That's
there
a hug.
Go.
That's a hug right there.
That's welcome to Algoma right
Oh my gosh.
Welcome to Algoma.
Oh my gosh. This is the reason we make the drives.
Well, Mr. Metcalf, I have some good news for you.
And what is that?
What you may or may not know is that I am a IGFA representative for Canada. So I have the power to legitimize potential world records and to make sure that everything is done. That fish weighed in on a scale that needs to be verified by the IGFA at 6 pounds, 3 ounces, right?
Okay.
You've got 12-pound tippet on.
Yep.
I'm very happy to tell you that you have an unofficial smallmouth bass world record right here in Algoma. Congratulations.
Are you kidding me?
I'm not kidding you. World record.
Adam. I'm speechless.
As you should look, you're shaking like crazy.
I am shaking right now.
Oh, he turned.
I know.
He's got it. I got him. Sweet. Got to see the eat and everything, man. That was awesome. Let me turn the boat. You all right?
Yeah. It's a big fish.
How's that?
That's a big pike.
So what happened there, bud?
We just came out of that little bay, and he was sitting in the middle of nowhere. And we've been seeing so many logs that look like fish, and I said, big pike, big pike. I put that little red and white guy on it, and
twitched it right by his head, came over, I saw him eat it.
Yeah.
How cool was that?
It's a good pike.
In 2 feet of water.
And we were just saying, well, we were saying a couple hours ago, how wouldn't it be nice to find a cruising fish? He wasn't cruising, he was just sitting there, but.
Look, he's pulling the boat. The big fish, man.
I can't slow him down.
We got lots of time. I'm gonna come up behind you.
We'll just watch that rod.
You got it.
And just try and keep him off balance.
What was cool was that you put it beside him, right, at his tail, and brought it up towards him.
Yeah.
He looked at it, 2 strips, and he came, big mouth, took it all. Let's get this guy out of here. Oh my gosh, Como Lake. For the first time being here, I'm pretty impressed.
That's a big pike. That is a big pike.
Welcome to Algoma. Oh my gosh, it's huge! Oh my, it's a giant!
You didn't like that?
Nope. That is a stud northern. I was hoping he was gonna swim right into the net there.
I think he's getting ready here. 15-pound fish on.
It's amazing you don't get to see the size. You really get to see the size when they come out of the water, right?
Yeah.
That refraction was really deceiving. Don't let them go to those cedars. Oh, look how wide it is across the back, Rob.
That's a big. I think that's the biggest pike I've ever caught.
Really?
I think so. I'll bring him to you.
Oh my goodness. Yes! Can you believe this?
That is a big pike.
Holy. I didn't even catch him and I'm shaking. All right, guys, this is a 43-inch northern. We are gonna be very careful with her. Okay, you can clear the net. Good job, Rob.
Thanks, guys. That was fun.
It was a good fight. What we're gonna do is just make sure that she's okay, and she'll let me know when she's ready to go. I think she's ready. Thanks, sweetheart. What an unbelievable animal. Rob, is that your biggest northern?
That is my biggest northern.
Congratulations,
Thanks,
buddy.
man. And to get it the way we did, just spotting it out in the flats.
Soul stirring absolutely takes your breath away.
It does.
Doesn't
No,
it?
I know. And you know what? I'm a believer now. I get it. I've caught my share of pike, but mostly on conventional gear, and that was a riot.
Absolute thrill.
That was a riot.
It was a thrill to net it for you, my friend.
Thanks.
All right.
Thanks.
Well, as soon as we got out of the creek, Rob looked out of the corner of his eye and he saw a pike. That first fly that he cast, he got it beside the pike, stripped it a couple of times, and lifted to recast to the fish. And as he lifted, that fly caught the pike's eye, and she turned just a little bit. And I called Rob, she saw it, go back. And he threw it out there again and stripped it to her, and she just slowly swam over, opened her mouth, and I'm talking opened her mouth, and that fly disappeared. She turned, he strip set, and it was game on. I was able to put her in the net and look at what was one of the largest northern pike I've ever seen. She taped out at 43 inches. She probably weighed between 22 and 26 pounds, and she was clean, super clean. Just post-spawn, you'd think that they would be beat up, tattered fins, but she was immaculate. And it was an absolute thrill of my lifetime to be able to net and release Rob's fish for him. It was just, it's the kind of stuff that northern pike dreams are made of, really, especially catching a fish of a lifetime in 2 feet of water and being able to watch everything from A to Z, from hookup, from cast, from sight to release. It was perfect.
It's a new day. It's going to be a much better day. We've had nothing but fronts coming through here. But yesterday, we had stable weather. No fish, but today, stable weather. And I think this is going to be the magic day. It's 0 to hero time.
fish. I cast in, and as soon as the fly started going down, Pete, the fish took. Look, he's got this big clump of weeds. He went right into the bottom. But you can see him right behind it. See him?
Oh, nice colors.
Yeah. Okay. It's
Sorry,
almost free of
I
those
don't
weeds. Let me see.
I don't want to stab him.
Okay, we get his head up.
Nice.
This is like the 5th cast of the morning. How sweet is that? Let me get one more line off here. He's got a little bit of weedage. Isn't that perfect? And we hadn't marked anything on the sonar, which doesn't mean a thing. There's the fly. Popped right out with a little bit of weed. Oh, this beautiful fish is ready to go. Look at that. Oh, there you go, there you go. Wow. That was outstanding. 5th cast maybe of the morning. It's gonna be a great day. So what Pete's got us doing, which is a great technique for these small lakes and canoes, is he's got his rod out over on this side, the starboard side, and he's got a full sinking line on, got a fly with a weight on it, and he's gonna be going in the deeper water. Could be 10 feet to 25 feet. Got the sonar with the chirp through my phone right now, so I can keep an eye on it. And then I'm gonna cast the shoreline as we slowly go along, trying to find active fish. Because the one thing is the brook trout seem to be a little bit scattered. They're not grouped up in this lake anyways, and we go to another lake and they're all grouped up. But does this sound like the best technique to do this?
Yeah, I think the objective this morning was just to find them after not being able to locate them for the last 3 days. It was, let's find them. We got lucky in the back there and we were able to find a small group of 2-3 active fish, but I think we're coming up to a better spot here, so let's cover some water.
Okay, and I'm using a combination intermediate sink line, and what it's allowing me to do gets it down, but as I'm pulling it, the intermediate, it keeps the fly up near or off the bottom, but the sinking line's getting it down to the depth I need. So I'm fishing 3 feet to 8 feet. You're fishing in the 8 feet to 15 feet depth, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, let's see if we can find some more fish. Wow, missed him. That hit. It'll take me out a bit and try again?
Yeah.
That was definitely a fish to grab there. Very cool. That was very cool, Pete. So basically, we thought it was weed when you had a bump, and then as you brought it up, it came up, followed it, and hit it. Well, I'll tell you something. What's a little guy would be a big deal to most people anywhere. I love to catch brook trout. Oh yeah, beautiful. So. Beautiful. And that's almost the coloration you would see, I would think, in May here. There it goes. Well done. And that was as the fly was coming up from the bottom, he grabbed that.
Coming up on that shelf.
Wait for it, shoot it across, right through there. Sexy.
Perfect, let that, strip that nice and slow. And then we'll move down the pool a little bit as we go.
So Adam has us casting, we've got a sink tip on a weight forward line, might have had a bite there, on a weight forward line here. And what's interesting is that the wind is coming from my right. And so in order to make a really good cast with a heavier fly, we've got a dumbbell weighted fly, purple, pink, and black flash. What's happening is that the wind is gusting and we want to duck because it's coming very close to our face. And so you want to do a sweeping sidearm oval cast to be able to get that fly away from you and hopefully where you need it to be. There, fish! Woo! Gorgeous. Okay, looks like a good
job, Alex.
So this brookie ended up hitting really, really close to us. So I was about to, and what a lot of anglers can do, let it run. You want to let it run when it pulls like that. Make sure that you let a little bit of line out if you don't take it to the reel. But what's happened is that I could have gone ahead and picked up my fly to cast. But what a lot of anglers need to do is remember that you want to let it run. This is a good fish.
You got a 5-weight,
This
right?
is a good fish. It's a little 5-weight.
Yeah.
It's a good fish. It's fighting really, really good. So you want to make sure that you let it sit for as long as possible because the fish could be sitting right in front of you. So, this looks like a good one. All right.
Nice little brookie.
Good call with the move. Ooh. This could be my PB brookie.
Yeah.
I might cry.
Welcome to Algoma.
Welcome to Algoma. This is Adam Valley, my favorite guide. Ooh, that's a good fish.
Beautiful fish too.
That's a good fish.
Yeah, nice colors. Where is it?
No,
lost it.
Here he goes. Woo!
Nice job.
That is my PB brookie.
Nice job.
Yeah.
Beautiful
Wow.
fish. Beautiful fish.
Look at this. What an incredible.
Beautiful natural fish.
Wow.
Nice job,
Look
Alex.
at the beautiful halos of blue still colored up a little bit. This is a beautiful colored up fish still, right? So it's got unbelievable red speckles with blue halos around them, just looking absolutely lovely. You can really tell the white line and the red fin. This is a gorgeous Algoma fish. I can't even handle it.
Welcome.
Thank you.
And you didn't even have good conditions today, so.
I'm very excited.
Great job.
Beautiful. It's got a purple clouser, nice and purple, black, and pink. Just unbelievable.
And traveling further east, we cannot forget about Northeastern Ontario. Encompassing numerous lakes and rivers, this place is absolutely magical.
Yeah, that's a fish. So we're just off a rocky point here and it's quite shallow, on average about 6 feet in depth. And I keep getting caught on weeds, which is very normal when you're fishing weed beds like this. I didn't even realize at first that I'd hooked one and then I was like, wait a second, was that a head shake? That
seems to be an all right fish, eh?
I keep tension on the line, but if he wants to run, I don't want to force him in and snap the fly out of his mouth. That's a much bigger fish than I was expecting.
Got it. Nice job.
I am blown away. Man, that is a nice fish. And just wasn't a super hard take. Like I mentioned, I kind of thought it was a reed at first, but it kicked. And
look at that.
Man, that's a gorgeous fish. Oh, that's what you come here for. That's what gets your blood pumping.
Right there. That is a 39. 39 inch.
Not bad. That is
beautiful Temagami Northern.
Gorgeous.
Gorgeous Northern, eh?
Awesome fish.
Man, what? The fish here are just so big, and they fight well even when the take isn't super aggressive. They're gonna take your line when they're fighting and getting them in the boat. Man, great experience. I'm super amped to get the flies back in the water. Let's stay around here. This seems to be a really good area. Thanks.
Sounds like a plan.
Awesome.
The leader and tippet system I like to use for big pike is simple. A 6-foot length of stiff and heavy mono in the 30 to 40 pound test range is used to help turn over big flies. To this, I attach an 18 to 24 inch piece of knottable bite wire. The new wire leaders available today are easy to tie with, even in the 30 to 40 pound class. For this trip, I came prepared with 2 different setups that would work for both northern pike and walleye. I was using both a 9 or 8 weight rod with fast actions. For fly lines, I recommend a sink tip line and also a weight forward floating line. The floating line will be what we use 70% of the time here at Kesagami, because the fish are usually shallow. The fly patterns that worked well here at Kesagami include red and white whistler, black and orange Murdoch minnow, tan and white Murdoch minnow, and perch Murdoch minnow.
Brook trout fishing in northeastern Ontario is one of the jewels in the crown of the area. With seemingly countless rivers, tributaries, and lakes to explore, you have legitimate shots at unpressured, pristine fish and locations. Temagami Outfitting Company's access to these canoe routes is one of those fisheries you want to keep a secret, but just can't. And whether you've never thrown a fly before, or you're a seasoned brook trout expert, the fishing is just as spectacular as the land the river dissects. Brook trout are very worthy adversaries on fly, and it really doesn't matter if they're 8 inches or 8 pounds. They are coveted right here in northeastern Ontario.
Oh!
You got one?
Mark, fish on, fish on.
Okay. Fight him with a high rod tip. That's a good fish, man.
I can see him.
Look at this. This is what you come to Temagami for in the fall. This fish is absolutely gorgeous. Oh, what a fantastic, fantastic brook trout. Flies out.
Flies out.
You ready? Come on over here, buddy.
Wow.
Now you know why I love brook trout so much. And Temagami. Come for the fishing, the canoe trip, and good pals, right?
Stunning.
Isn't Mother Nature amazing? That is fantastic.
That was amazing. I'll never forget that.
Yeah.
I will never forget that.
Well, that completes our tour of Northern Ontario. We love fishing right from Sunset Country all the way across to Northeastern Ontario. Thanks for watching this episode of The New Fly Fisher. My name is Mark Melnick. Remember, adventure is out there. All you need to do is go and find it. And what better way than to do it with a fly rod in your hand? For more on our series, check us out at www.thenewflyfisher.com. Thanks for watching, and one day, hopefully, we'll see you in the wilds of Northern Ontario.
The New Fly Fisher is brought to you in partnership with Destination Ontario, Orvis Fly Fishing, Scientific Anglers, Trout Unlimited, WeatherTech Canada,